Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is your favorite host Sjsrana reporting for May 16th, 1111 hours UTC. So, on the world events, we first start from always at the sun, how the sun is putting a glance, and you can see the flares are all rising up. I have updated in my last video released 2 days back that we are going to see high-end CME flares directed towards Earth, and CME's coronal mass injections and flares will rise up. And as I predicted, so we will see a lot of disturbances on planet Earth. So folks, that is all because of be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. So people who are at a higher level of consciousness, they're always strict with themselves but very considerate towards others and the humanity, the cause of planet Earth. So that's the basic message which is there. Now, over here I've got my old snap just to stick on to see like different moods. And as this is also another snap of mine entering my house residence with some smart locks, digital locks, which I have used recently. I had a very bad experience over here recently where I had seen a theft at my house. Yes, during the March 2024, you'll be surprised, my house was burglared. And there was a theft, and it was very surprising theft. Because of that, I had put digital locks and locked the whole residence itself, and I've got a lot of CCTV cameras and different locks just to see things are secure. Actually, in India, as I've been repeating, perverts, pedophiles, thefts, bulgars, goons are most abundantly available visible creatures in India. Yeah, folks. So if you're trying to come and meet someone, first you're going to meet a goon, okay, a local goon, pervert, pedophile, which are basically looking for females around, and you will find them there idling out or just watching you. That's how the India, most of the India population is seen as. They are basically idling out. They don't have much work to do except to see what they can get and grab in the neighborhood. And upon sighting females or something, they're going to run away with that. So I have also updated that article where the India metaphor criminals in the neighborhood have developed a scheme of grab, run, and rape. Yep, this is a simple basic philosophy going for past 6 years in India with metaphor criminals, rapists, professional rapists. It is grab, run, and rape, relentlessly rape. So this is what is going on, folks, in India, and that's why the leadership of the world is very surprised. How come the original people are never seen, but the scammers are all around? India is also known a popular nation for scamming people. It's a scammers nation, fraudsters nation. It's world popular in scamming. The world leadership is all aware that India is a scammer nation and it will fraud. Why that's going on is a topic to be discussed, but I'll tell you the underlying theme. 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars. And they have canny ability to attack humanity or human rights, or you can say truth tellers, because they will lie. They will lie just about anything. So folks, going on very bizarre scenario. Even the courts of India are fed up. They have even fraudsters at court, scammers at court, which are forging the documents just to have someone released or some sentencing change because the documents are forged. Can you imagine? Recently, the High Court was very much perturbed, in fact enraged, when they find the staffer of the court was doing frauds inside the court's document. This is the height of it, epitome of scamming and fraudsters. What a disgrace! What a disgrace! So this is what I'm telling you, folks. Fraud by court staff has adverse effect on justice. This is the High Court of India. They are fed up too. I mean, they are supposed to deliver justice, and behind their nose, people are frauding. People are doing scamming. Can you imagine that? So this is kind of India nation is developing with fraudsters, scammers, impostors, impersonators, metaphor criminal rapists. They are being promoted. That's the simple fact. Because a lot of renegade government officials are involved. So even in this high court drama or high court, you can say a heist on documents, government officials are involved. Fraud, scams cannot happen if government officials are not involved. That's the basic fundamental thing to be discussed here. So folks, moving on from fraudsters, we also have scammers on the romance side, India is booming with scammers who are romance scammers, finding a new way to prey upon Indian females or women. So there are people, as I told you, 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars. So if these pathological liars and goons and pervert mindset is seen all around, they will simply prey upon females. And their high-end target is the high-end females. They want to entice them. And that's why India has metaphor criminal rapist game. Yeah, it's a well supported purported games in neighborhood, which is called metaphor raping culture of India. Metaphor criminals raping game, where they grab upon sighting a female, run and rape. Simply rape, no question asked. No Indian authority asks any question, or female can report that I was raped, I was grabbed, I was raped. They say no, it's a metaphor raping phenomenon of India. Everybody's participating by default. You don't have to register at some place. You are all a victim by default. That's how India is developing. The best scamming nation, or the fastest raping females nation. That's the Olympics medal India is winning every year. Yeah, this Olympic is happening every year. It's called Pervert Olympics of India. Metaphor rapist criminals are grabbing females upon sighting. Okay, they say if we have sighted a female, we are supposed to first rape them. That's the fundamental law, regulation of raping culture of India. What a disgrace. So this is the data, which is the latest news come up due to rising cases of rape in India. 2021 data suggests that 86 cases are filed on average every day. So basically you're saying every 6 minutes a rape takes place in India. That's why India is having a pervert Olympics every year. Regular Olympics will happen every 4 years, but India is celebrating pervert Olympics every year, where every minute, 6 minutes, a female is raped. The basic fundamental of rape technology of India is metaphor raping culture. It is based on grab, run, rape females in neighborhood upon sighting females, force, fraud, coercion. Third party is always involved. So some or the other neighborhood is involved, or people are involved in the neighborhood. They are pimps basically, who are supplying females to the goons, to the perverts. So that's the basic culture India is developing with. So folks, this is height of it. So okay, recently we see a very good move, Me Too movement statement in Cannes Film Festival, red carpet, where we see all these prominent celebrities who have basically silenced themselves. You can see they have covered their mouth by the hands, indicating that females are being silenced by terror, by intimidation, by terror tactics, by renegade government officials who are terrorizing females. If they don't get raped by their officials or their people, then they will do some sort of criminal activity towards, or a criminal case, implication of a case, or they will have some goon to kill the other person. That is the basic theme going on for last 20-30 years. Weinstein has already revealed in Me Too that how he was threatening people. He had a large cartel, mafia, who will surveillance day and night upon innocents, prey upon females, and then once they are in their tentacles, they are going to rape them. So basically it's the silence, the mode of silence. Females are being silenced, the victims are being silenced. And that's a basic terror techniques. India metaphor criminals are perfect in that. Okay, they have hundreds and thousands of schemes where they're going to silence the female so they can rape easily, and the female will not be allowed to speak. They will call you are doing a patriotic duty if you are not speaking or you're remaining silence. It's a patriotic duty because world leadership is watching. So they want to have results in their favor. That's as simple as that. World leadership knows about it. What India metaphor criminals, professional rapists are doing daily, running around in the neighborhood. And they are the most abundantly available visible creatures in India. Okay, folks. Saints on the opposite ends are the least available visible creatures. For saints to approach, you have to reach them. You have to have a channel by phone or direct contacting, not just sitting around like a metaphor criminal mafia and expecting a saint will come and greet them. Saint will never do that because saint knows these people are metaphor criminals. They're part of that big mafia of India. So if you want to approach a person in India, a saint, innocent, you have to directly approach. You can't sit around and see, okay, that person will come. You'll only meet goons, pervert, predators, pedophiles, rapists, professional rapists of India. That's the first thing you will see, and they'll grab you. And then they'll entice you in their world. Okay, folks, here what you see is my front yard view from my terrace top. So basically, that's my car parked in my front yard. You can see a serene environment. It is only serene as long as you don't see people around, because a lot of strangers which come from outside makes this whole serene a total mess, because they are metaphor criminals mostly. Metaphor criminals grab, run, rape, mostly strangers. Really, the residents you will see around, because they themselves don't want to be counted under the metaphor criminal rapists. So they are also somewhere trying to make this thing serene, but other than that, strangers you will find around. So folks, this is, you can see as I'm leaving, I'm on my car door opening and just trying to leave in the morning to my other residence. So anyways, folks, what I'm trying to lay emphasis on is how the people in India are now basically becoming more and more victims to the sex trafficking industry of India. The sex trafficking industry of India is the fastest growing industry empire business. It is employing thousands and thousands of unemployed youth of India to deliver females, girls, other stuff which is under metaphor criminal metaphor games. Mostly the metaphor games were played for delivering females to the goons, to the perverts, to the pedophiles. And the agents or the middlemen who are supporting this whole structure are earning lots and lots of money. They're minting money on this. Why? Because they're trading females to the goons. It will not be given to the innocent or saints for the purpose of seeing or meeting. It will be delivered to a goon, a pervert, pedophiles for the purpose of raping. The female will never be told that you are being raped, because the way they are enticed, lured in sex trafficking trade is very simple, folks. They are basically lured from their parents from other side that, oh, you want to have some meeting, or you want to have some mating, I call it, because I have my cats who also do mating. But they do a real mating in a very, very decent sense. They are not tricked, they are not forced, they are not put into fraud, coercion, or third-party goons are involved. Okay. But over here, sex trafficking in India is booming business. Alone, sex trafficking industry in India is earning at least $100 billion US dollar per year, folks. That should shake your head if you don't fall down from your chair where you're sitting. Yeah, India is delivering $100 billion industry of sex trafficking female. Millions of females are being traded in neighborhood. So what else can you say for the nation which is top in scamming, top in fraudsters, metaphor criminal rapists, and sex trafficking agents and agencies? And these agencies are very powerful. They are having very affluent connections towards the highest officials, I tell you. It doesn't run without government involvement. No mafia, no scammers, no smugglers, no evil deed can exist if the government doesn't support it, or they will ignore it. Ignoring a criminal activity is also supporting it. So government is ignoring sex trafficking industry of India. That means they're supporting it. In simple words, folks. So that's what my message here is, that the world is becoming very devious because of the devils have gained popularity all across by raping more and more females. So this is the basic funda in India. The more females, girls, a predator or devil or evil will rape, it will become a prominent devil. Most popular, always awarded, always given recognition, always given praised by the leadership in India. Recently, you have seen the parliament, Mr. Gowade, a parliament member of Parliament of India who had made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sexual video, intimacy video with many, many females, as it's being reported by very authoritative figures. So that person, member of parliament, has become very popular and famous. The more females or girls, mostly the virgin girls, evil rapes or have sex with, the more and 10 times more power it will gain, every raping a virgin female. That is the basic theme, folks, which I'm trying to tell you. And that evil becomes, the pervert becomes evil. The evil, after raping hundreds and hundreds of females, girls, will become a devil. And that will become a very powerful devil if it is raping constantly new females. That's the basic funda of becoming the topmost devil. India is a saying, India is a very popular saying of Ravana. It's an epic battle with the avatar of Ram with Ravana, mythological, and having a very epic battleship, which India has known to see. That person had basically not been just a simple pervert, but has been evil because it has many females it was having sex with. That's how they gain power of devil. And the ultimate check came when the Ravana had abducted, kidnapped by force, fraud, coercion, the wife of Shri Ram, that's known as the Sita, right? And after abducting that, he became very popular. But because that was the epitome, he had to fight a big battle, and obviously the results are known. So my context here is a metaphor for this whole thing is that the pervert will become evil after raping 100 females or having sex with 100 females. After having 100 or hundreds more female, that evil will become a devil. That's the devil you see in Weinstein. That's the devil you see in Epstein. That's the devil you see in India. There are millions of Epstein in India roaming freely because the government is supporting him by ignoring them. So folks, moving on, a very good event is taking place. Mr. Putin from Russia is visiting China, and Mr. President Xi is very pleased to receive Mr. Putin because both these nations are Asian nations and they're having a lot of cooperations together. And recently the Putin, President of Russia, and Russia has asserted on China that their ties, China and Russia ties, have no limits. Yeah, they have said they're having no limits. So this means they have basically become very close, and this could be a very good foundation for military cooperation, economic cooperation, and whatnot. Okay, folks, I take you to my neighborhood. This is my CCTV on my car. As I'm driving to, you can see on the right side, I have my villa house just past. And this is very bizarre scenario. I'm going to present how things happen here. I don't know, strangers barge in. So as you can see, this is a very peace neighborhood, otherwise serene, which I have shown you, but people from somewhere comes and we don't know what the purpose is. I have no idea. But this person was seen standing there. Inconspicuously, he was staring at me, glaring constantly. And this was very surprising to me, that how come a person who is unknown to me, or a complete stranger, is staring at me as if he knows me for years and years. And you can see on the left, the security guard is trying to direct him that, and what are you doing here? But there was some plan. I see there was some mischievous plan which was planned here by some mischiefs, or you can say some mental health issue people. Some people have mental health issue and they become notorious. You can see this guy on near the car. He seems to be having some mental issue. So the way he is behaving, he is reacting, he is acting around, have nothing else to do. These people are mostly available and visible because sometimes they have many mental issues. Other times they're just idling out and they just strangers come into the neighborhood. Sometimes the neighborhood residents also get surprised by these people. They don't know what to do. They have no idea what to do with such people. So you can see this guy will keep acting tantrums and sort of a mischievous activity, very provocative, very trying to sort of intimidate, but he's taking a wrong call, at least with me. Okay, folks, at least with me. So he seems to be very callous and very mentally upset. He's roaming around all here and there, and the other guy is watching what I'm going to do. You can see on the pavement side, this guy is constantly staring at me. So these kind of neighborhood, which is a peaceful neighborhood, if these strangers, I don't know for what purpose they are doing this drama, this metaphor, but this definitely seems to be up to something, which is not normal. It is nothing normal here. It is all abnormal activities. And the way the guys are staring, the way the guys are acting upon, and I just arrived from some place in the evening at about 18:28 hours UTC on May 15th. And I was taken by surprise. I don't know what to do with them. What they are asking, or they are demanding, or they are asking me, or they want to talk to me, but they don't. They simply stare, glare at you, and makes disappearance into a villa, into some residence. They disappear as if they have some conspicuous plan which doesn't work out well, and they seems to be very bothered with that. So folks, after some time, they constantly staring. They have to let go. They have to leave their the mental health issue. So anyway, folks, I was just trying to give you a glimpse of how I see my neighborhood around. These strangers, I tell you many times, I don't know this guy involvement in a blue shirt or the other one, I don't know, but metaphor criminals are very popular here. Around my neighborhood, I've seen a lot of strangers, metaphor criminals, rapists. Okay, I've seen a lot many times. I have a lot of CCTV, but I don't have time. As I tell you, saints are least available, visible humans in India. I'm not a saint, but I am at least following the path of sainthood, and I'm being. Okay, let me give you one more example. This is I've taken off from my front yard CCTV at about 14 hours, which is basically 1451 hours UTC, not UTC, IST, which is 1451 hours IST, Indian Standard Time. Date is May 16th, 2024. So I'm just describing what metaphor, games or gimmickry or scheme tricks are in India. As you can see, some of these folks you can see in the where my car is parked at the front yard of my villa house residence, and beyond that you can see the tree and the people sitting around, a gathering of people and a man with a white shirt. I have no idea what these people are. They are strangers to me. I have no idea, and neither do I want to know. But these sort of people will have a gathering inconspicuously and will be gathered and will be sitting around for 15, 20, 30 minutes. I've seen a lot of time with no reason. This is not a lunchtime, average lunchtime or average gathering which they have. And these sort of activities may be seen very normal, but from my eyes they are not normal, because this is not normal, because I've only seen them now, today. It's not that every day they're sitting like that and having a party there. Okay, they may be having some food, but it will be just lasting for 10, 20 minutes. But they were sitting there for almost 80, 70 minutes. And that is conspicuous. Okay, folks. And this is what I'm trying to tell. I'm not directly linking them, but I am giving you indirect metaphor. That the metaphor criminal game is similar to this. It is similar to this. I'm not saying this is it, but you will see, you will have inference that this is not a normal thing. So these people will gather around and they'll start looking at you, staring at you. There's no communication. They are silent. Perhaps they have a Me Too movement. I don't know. But if they want to, they expect saints and innocents to appear and just come just because they're sitting there. They must be the most foolish people. And all the metaphor criminals are the most foolish people, because they expect saints to also follow their perverted or degraded, degenerated mindset of raping females. Rape, grab, run, which is basically starting from grab, rape, run. That phenomena is there, and that's why they expect saints to do the same. I'm not a saint, but I'm following the path of the saint. I'm trying to follow the rules and regulation of saints. So what I'm saying is the saints will never respond to such activities. They will never come just like that. If you stand, you can keep standing the whole day, whole night, it doesn't matter. Unless you make a call, unless you have a direct or the right way, which is hitting a doorbell or trying to wait and ask or say hello or something like, okay, I want to talk to you, something like that. If you expect saints to just come out like that, then you have totally been out of this world. You have never come to planet Earth, because you have no idea. You have no basic lessons of what saints are. So folks, but pervert, pedophile, criminal, professional rapist, pedophiles will simply appear and will simply come and jump and talk to them. They will appear, they'll go there, they'll start talking. I've seen it hundreds and hundreds of times over here in my same residence where I'm residing here. It's known by Galaxy Enclave. Okay, but strangers and other people who play metaphor raping game are very popular. I've seen around most of the places in India, especially in where I am residing in Jaipur now. I used to reside, as you know, Chandigarh, Mohali. Prior to that, which is 3 years ago, I used to report on the same channel. So I have recently moved, shifted to the other home location. So folks, I'm just giving you the idea. This corruption, these scammers, this scamming, they will always win. Because scammers, pedophiles, pervert, goons, okay, they are going to be most visible, available creatures. The moment they see a metaphor, they'll simply cling on to you to grab something. Basically, they want to rape a female. They're having the idea that some female will be dropped because of that, and they will grab, rape and run. They will not be there, wait. They will simply grab upon sighting. The basic fundamental of India's sex trafficking is upon sighting a female, you entitled to rape her. Can you imagine? The basic sex trafficking principle of India is upon sighting a female at location and timing, you are entitled to rape her the way you want. The female cannot cry, female cannot report because they say we have enticed her into this game. So imagine how India is developing Olympics, pervert raping Olympics of India. I'm giving you the reality factors. Okay, you can check from other angles. You may have more information or data than I have, but I have, as following a sainthood, I give you this example. I've given you a live example, also giving you the way it's working in India. The sex trafficking principle in India is upon sighting a female. So strangers can be seen all around. Most abundantly available visible creatures in India, strangers will be seen all around. So this is my front yard view. I don't know what the stranger is doing here. I have no idea. But I know what I've been saying, that pedophiles, pervert goons are most abundantly available visible creatures in India. That's what my basic saying is. So okay folks, I take the leave with this Me Too movement, and a very excellent example, but the only recent damage was done by Weinstein, where the case was overturned in New York. That's the setback to Me Too movement, but we hope they gain the popularity once again with the Weinstein in the box again.